Hi everyone, let me start with a question that's probably on your mind. Does AI-generated video traffic actually perform better? If you're spending hours creating content but getting minimal engagement, while your competitors seem to effortlessly get 10 times more views, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to show you why this is happening, and more importantly, how you can tap into that same advantage. Here's the reality. You post content to social media hoping it'll bring in leads. Sometimes a post gets decent views. Most times, silence. Your competitor, another SME just like you, posts what seems like basic reels. Yet somehow their videos are getting 10x more views than your carefully crafted content. The answer isn't that they hired a bigger team. It's not that they have a bigger budget. It's that they understand something fundamental. Not all content gets treated equally by algorithms. Here's what most SMEs get wrong. They think AI is a tool for speed. Throw in a prompt, get content back, post it. Done. But that's not how you get 10x results. That's how you create noise that nobody pays attention to. The SMEs getting real traction with AI-powered content? They're doing something different. They're using what we call the real approach. And it starts with understanding why 70% of businesses fail at content marketing in the first place. If you're an SME marketing manager or business owner, you're probably facing one of these 5 situations. 1. You're spending hours creating content that disappears into the void. A handful of people see it. Even fewer engage. 2. You've tried using AI tools, but the content feels generic. The result? The same crickets. 3. You don't have time to produce content consistently. Your team is stretched thin. 4. You don't know what content actually matters to your audience. You're guessing at topics. And 5. You see competitors getting way better results, and you can't figure out why. Here's what all of these problems have in common. They're not about the tools. They're about strategy. Before we fix this, we need to understand why the problem exists. First, the resource trap. 70% of SMEs struggle with content marketing because they're doing it alone or with minimal team support. Second, the positioning gap. Only 28% of SMEs have a documented content strategy. Most are just winging it. Third, the AI paradox. AI can generate content incredibly fast, but speed without direction creates AI slop. Generic, forgettable content that damages your brand. And fourth, the platform reality. Modern social media algorithms don't reward consistent posting. They reward engagement. This is why that property agent who shifted strategy got 10x views. It wasn't the platform that changed, it was the strategy. So, what's the solution? We call it the real approach. It's a framework for turning SME content marketing from a frustrating guessing game into a predictable lead generation system. REAL stands for Research, Enable, Align, and Long-Term. Let me walk you through each phase and show you exactly how this works. Phase 1. Research. Before we create a single piece of content, we conduct market positioning research. This isn't about guessing, it's about understanding. Who is your ideal customer and what keeps them up at night? What gaps exist in how competitors are talking to them? Where does your unique perspective fit into the conversation? This phase takes 1 to 2 weeks. The output is a positioning document that becomes the foundation for everything else. Why this matters? Without this research, AI generates generic content. With it, AI generates content that actually resonates. Phase 2. Enable. Now that we understand your market, we establish your content framework and integrate systems trained on your brand. We assess your brand voice, tone, messaging guidelines, successful past content examples, and platform-specific requirements. We then configure a content system that maintains brand consistency while allowing for scale and speed. This phase takes 1 to 2 weeks. Why this matters? AI tools without brand training sound generic. AI tools trained on your positioning and voice sound like you, just more consistent and scalable. Phase 3. Align. This is where content production happens. But it's not random. We produce targeted content and continuously monitor what engagement metrics tell us, which topics and formats resonate most, and what lead quality looks like across different content types. We optimize based on real data. If a topic isn't landing, we adjust. If a format is crushing it, we double down. This phase starts in week 3 and continues ongoing. Why this matters? This is where strategy meets execution. This is where you move from hoping content works to knowing it does. Phase 4. Long-term. Strategic content marketing compounds. The more consistent, relevant content you have, the stronger your brand position becomes. We continue to assess monthly performance trends, ROI per content topic, audience growth, and lead quality from different content sources. Over time, your content library becomes an asset. Your brand becomes associated with authority in your niche. Your lead flow becomes more predictable. Why this matters? Most SMEs quit after 3 months. The businesses winning with content are the ones committed to the long game. This is where that commitment pays off. Let me show you a real example. We worked with a property agent who was posting regular property listings and updates, but getting minimal engagement. The previous approach? Standard property photos plus text descriptions. What we changed? Reframed content strategy to focus on audience pain points. First-time buyer tips, neighborhood guides, market insights. Switched to short-form video and Reels format aligned with platform algorithm preferences. Maintained consistent posting schedule. The result? 10x increase in views compared to previous posts. Why it worked? Strategic positioning, content format optimization, consistency, and most importantly, addressing audience needs, not just business needs. When SMEs implement the real approach, 6 things change. 1. Content production accelerates without sacrificing quality. 2. Your content actually resonates with your audience because it addresses real pain points. 3. Engagement metrics improve measurably. 4. Lead quality improves, not just quantity. You get better leads that convert at higher rates. 5. Your brand becomes the recognized authority in your niche. And 6. Scaling becomes possible without proportional cost increases. Results vary case by case, but the pattern is consistent. Strategic positioning plus platform optimization plus consistency equals measurable results. So here's the bottom line. AI video traffic performs better not because of the tool itself, but because of the strategy behind it. Businesses getting 10x results aren't just using AI for speed. They're using the real approach. Starting with research, not guessing, aligning AI with strategy, not replacing strategy, optimizing based on data, not intuition, treating content as a system, not a side project. This is why AI-powered content for strategically minded businesses dramatically outperforms random posting, even random posting with AI tools. If you're curious to see exactly how this works, I've created a free 30-minute webinar where we walk through the entire approach. In this webinar, you'll see why most SME content fails, the positioning framework we use, a live workflow demo showing how we produce content from concept to optimization, and we'll answer your specific questions. You'll walk away with a clear understanding of why your current approach might not be working, a framework you can immediately apply, and specific next steps for your business. Spots are limited to 50 per session, so we can actually answer your questions. Register in just 2 seconds with your email and company name. Thank you for watching. To recap, AI video traffic performs better when it's part of a strategic approach, not just a speed tool. The real framework, research, enable, align, long-term, is how you turn content marketing from guessing into a predictable system. If you want to learn more, register for our free 30-minute webinar where we demonstrate the entire workflow. No credit card required, no pressure, just an honest conversation about how to make your content marketing actually work. See you there.
If this topic resonates with you, don't forget to comment below, give this video a like, share with fellow business owners, and hit subscribe to stay updated with more actionable business insights.